Okay, so this is gonna be a different version. But do you see these two people behind me? These two people behind me, the one on the left is Sean Kampondeni. He is the son-in-law of the man on the right, President Lazarus Chakwera. Now, I want to give you a background of these two people. First of all, I think I need to take you back to when they came to Malawi and presented a fake investment package of $6 billion. These two managed to fool Malawians into believing that they had secured a $6 billion project, which was a lie. The project was with a German, European company that is run by Nigerian guys. It's called Bridgen Foundation. The project was to scam the Malawi Central Bank. Their intent behind it was to raise a bank guarantee or instrument, a financial instrument from the people of Malawi so that it can be monetized outside of the country, especially in Germany or America, New York. These two planned it well. Everything was, they crossed the T's, meticulously done, and then they presented it to Malawians up until people like us, myself included, drilled holes in it and found it lacking. There was that the company or the foundation did not have the capacity to raise $6 billion to invest in Malawi. Not only that, but they've tried it to different African countries, including Uganda, Kenya, and Zambia. They had made intention to do it in Tanzania too. They tried to coerce newly elected presidents of Africa who are blind, who are not privy to how bank guarantees operate and work. They tried to speed up the process because Chakwera has never been in any business meeting. He doesn't understand business. He's never been a businessman. His life has been that of a pauper in Malawi. Everybody knows it. He was a preacher. He was a preacher at Assemblies of God Church, and he was, his tenure there was riddled in corruption. This man is one of the most corrupt reverends ever. He actually mismanaged a lot of funding for the church. There was a church construction project that took years because he ate the money. So it was no shock to Malawians that they would attempt to dupe the central bank and make people believe that they had secured a deal for $6 billion with Sean Kampondeni as a spokesperson of the Bridgen Foundation in Malawi. There is a video which I will post later where Sean Kampondeni is thanking Bridgen Foundation that, oh my God, when I saw this project, I said, thank you, Lord. And his father-in-law was like, thank you. It's like manna from heaven. What they wanted to do was to actually steal from poor tax-paying Malawians. But we exposed it. Today, the two of them have been kicked out of the State House. I do not think or believe that President Chakwera will ever return to the State House of Malawi, and I don't think Sean Kampondeni is going to last 6 months without going to jail because he has committed so many crimes, malpractices, I should say. One of them being that they've externalized a lot of money. They have bought houses outside of Malawi. I'm talking about Indiana in America, where Sean has a house. Sean, just 2020, he could not even afford to put gas in his car. He could not even afford to live a decent lifestyle. Was able to purchase a house in the United States of America. The father-in-law externalized money in total of $750,000 US to a butcher, an abattoir in London, facilitated by his daughter that he appointed into the Malawi High Commission in the United Kingdom. So what we are looking at are two criminals that duped Malawians to vote for them, promising economic recovery, poverty alleviation, and infrastructure development, making life easier for the average Malawians. Those promises were never fulfilled. Instead, this man, President Chakwera, murdered, killed his own vice president, Dr. Saulos Chilima, in a staged airplane crash. They killed them, chopped off their legs, decapitated their legs. They thought by killing the vice president, they would stand a chance of winning the general elections, which was not true. It's painful for every Malawian right now, because we now understand that the reverend was actually the devil in disguise. Now they have been kicked out of the state house. These people, these two guys, actually it was Sean Kampondeni, now the son-in-law, who was taking responsibility of handing over the state residences over to the newly elected political party. And what was discovered at the State House of Malawi? Something revolting and disgusting. These people smeared human feces on the walls of the State House of Malawi. Can you believe that? They have destroyed the State House on their departure. Instead of leaving that place, it's our kingdom, it's our sanctuary, it's the house where we put elected leaders. Fecal smear on the walls, chandeliers broken down, carpets taken out, sinks. They have looted the whole place. Sean Kampondeni was the one in charge, this guy. Can you believe that? So we will be updating you, but I think we're going to push for prosecution of these two. If it's not for Bridge and Foundation, the $6 billion, it's going to be for his externalization of fertilizer subsidy money, which went to a butcher in London, and for Sean's unexplained wealth. Thank you very much.
Ndabwera pano kudzafuna kupepesa a president a dziko lino Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika pa zonse zimene ndimalankhula nthawi ya kampeni yowa nena yowo.